Hello, what's up, YouTube? It's Matt Modi with OddsJam. Just sitting here, decked out in all my Eagle stuff because they clinched the playoffs yesterday. But that is not what I'm here to talk about today, despite how much I would like to. We have a very exciting Steelers-Browns game to discuss. Pretty interesting situation here where all week the Browns were favored, not heavily favored, but they were the favorite, probably about -3, -150, something like that. And with the events of the games, how they went yesterday, the Browns were eliminated from the playoffs. So the lines have changed to pretty much the opposite. So the Browns went from -3 to +3. And their money line went from like -150 to +130. So you can see here on the OddsJam screen, the OddsJam perfect line has the Browns at +129 and the Steelers at -144. That's the biggest news regarding this game. Not a super exciting game, obviously. The Steelers have just been a chore to watch all year. It's pretty remarkable that they do have a winning record, 8-7-1 with that tie coming against the Lions when Big Ben was out. Whereas the Browns sit at 7-8 with a little bit of an unlucky schedule where they were missing their top two quarterbacks in a loss to the Raiders and then had to follow that up against the Packers, which they almost pulled out, but alas, they could not. So not too much injury news in this game. I just looked it up. There's nothing crazy. I can go to the injury report to see, but there's nothing up as of right now. No COVID protocols, nothing like that. So as you can see here, if there is a little bit of value on the Browns money line at +130, but not a ton. So that's actually not where I'm gonna go with this. One play that I really did like, and let me get the positive EV page up on another screen to refer to later. My favorite. Excuse me, my favorite play of the night. If we scroll down to the OddsJam, to the spread, excuse me. So the OddsJam perfect line, it's kind of interesting. There's some value on the Steelers if you get them at like -1, -1.5, and then lines start not ripping, but the value starts going pretty aggressively to the Browns at +3 and above. So the OddsJam perfect line has the Browns +3 at -118. You can get that at -110 on PointsBet. You can get them at 3.5 at -122 at BetRivers, Barstool, and Unibet. And that's about 17 points of positive expected value, and then about 14 points at -4. So I am going to settle on the -3.5. +3.5. I'm going to buy that extra half point from +3 to +3.5. At the value, like I said, the OddsJam perfect line has Browns +3.5 at -139. I'm getting that at -122 on Unibet, but you can also get that on Barstool and BetRivers. So let me log in here. So I'm all logged in. I just need to move the point spread to be +3.5. -122, and that's going to be my $100 bet. And it is placed up there along with some EV plays I had earlier. So that's going to be my big play. So now that I've placed my big bet, I'm going to go over to the total to see if there's any value there. So scrolling down, it looks like the total is kind of settled on 43.5, depending on where you look. But just looking at the OddsJam perfect line, it looks like there's consistently some value on the over. So 11 points here at -166. The perfect line is -166. BetMGM has that at -155. I don't like those odds, so going down 10 points at over 41. So that's -155 from the OddsJam perfect line down to -145. Another 7 points at -144. 4 points at 42. 5 points at the over where it settled on, -115. Another point. So as you can see, the farther down we go, no matter what the total is, it's pretty consistently on the over. So the biggest difference looks like from the OddsJam perfect line versus the what we're getting it is on BetMGM at 41. So I'm going to make that not a big $100 play, but I will make that a smaller one. Not quite. I'm a little more confident in it, especially with the odds at -145. So I'm going to make that a $75 play. So I have it up here on BetMGM. So over 41, -145. I'm going to make that a $75 play. Let's just confirm over 41 minus 145. All right, so good to go. So that'll be my second play. So right now we're looking at Browns plus 3.5 and over 41. And now that I've got some stuff on the total, let's look at the OddsJam positive EV page. Let's refresh it, make sure that the lines are current. And I'll look at Browns, see if there's anything there. So it looks like there's some value on Donovan Peoples-Jones under, 2.5 receptions, but the market width on that is close to 40 cents. So I'm going to go ahead and avoid that one. The next one is Deontay Johnson under 6.5 receptions. Again, about 34 cents of market width, so not great value there. And then looks like there's one more on Big Ben under 2.5 or 1.5 touchdowns. Again, not great market width. So fortunately, there's no positive EV plays that I'm going to go with. Let me refresh it, make sure that nothing changed. And it looks like it's just the same three. So unfortunately, no play on the total, no positive EV play, but I do have 175 in pending bets. Just to recap, that is the Browns plus 3.5. I got that on Unibet, and I'll have a screenshot of this all at the end. And I got the over 41 points at minus 145 on BetMGM. So just those two plays today. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at my handle below. As positive EV plays come in, I'll make sure to post them on Twitter. If lines change, anything like that, that's where you'll find, obviously, the most up-to-date stuff. But other than that, that's all I got for you. So happy betting, happy watching, and good luck.